A staggering 7 to 8 million used cars are sold in the UK every year, and a huge contributor to this figure is East Sussex's largest car supermarket, Motor For You, selling close to 200 cars each month. In this documentary series, we'll be taking a look behind the scenes to meet some of their staff and find out how the business works. Join us weekly for an exclusive preview of this family-run car supermarket as they plan to open a new site and increase their output of Japanese import cars. This is Motor For You.
Hi guys, welcome back to Motor For You. So on a bright and sunny 25 degree, what day is it? Wednesday. November. No, April.
November?
Shows you how quick it's going. So we've got another Jimny going out to Colford Suzuki. This is Daniel. He's the collection guy for Colford's at Suzuki. It's got a lovely Polish trailer made in Poland. Carries extra long wheelbase vans and that. So if you guys want to hook him up, what's your website, Daniel?
It's Elite Auto. Elite Auto.
Elite Auto.
That's it. You can find Elite Auto car transport.
Elite Auto.
Look for Daniel. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Elite Auto car transport.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Very honest. Gets on with a job. Does a proper job. So travels the country. He's going to Aberdeen this week. So if you guys he's got an empty trailer going up to Aberdeen. So hook him up. He'll do you a good deal. So this is a 2020 manual. Now Colford's, the last 4 Jimnys they've had off us have all been manuals. So that's a manual car. And that's heading up to Wales, and that'll be up for sale with them soon. This is their 3rd one, and we've got 1 more to go. Once that's gone, and then they've got 4 of them, which is great. But yeah, that is it. It's off to sunny Wales once again. It's a beautiful day today. So yeah, pop on down. We've also got a Wrangler going out soon. So come and see us. Thank you.
So me and Gord are going to go down the new A21 site. It's looking really good. I don't know how often you guys have seen the updates, but I think my dad was saying it's been carpeted now. We're not too far from being open. Obviously the weather held us up a little bit. And I actually came back from a short holiday away with the kids. So I haven't been down there for a while. I actually took the multivan, the 25 plate, it looks like a Nardo grey car. When my dad said take the multivan home, sorry that's my music if you can hear that. I only play tunes, only bangers only. I took the multivan down there and I weren't too excited about driving it, but it's not a cheap multivan, so I thought, well, there's got to be something good about it. For what it is the car itself is actually a really good value car on the market compared to others, but it's a 50 grand van. So now I've got like 3 young kids. I haven't actually been away in the country using a car. There's me being stupid thinking that I could use my partner's BMW X3. And when I got to work the day before I left, I was like, maybe I should take the multivan. Dad was like, yeah, take it. I was like, yeah, I know, but anyway, took it, and honestly, now I'm like, I would have that over a Lamborghini. And I never thought when I was 18 or whatever, I would say that, but now I'm 35 with 3 kids, young kids. Honestly, the practicality of it was unbelievable. It's got 6 seats in the back. 6 seats in total, 4 seats in the back. This is a 6-seater version. You can get a 7-seater as well. But what I learned whilst I did a bit of research on the multivans whilst I was using it. So this car's 50 grand, so it's not a cheap van. But the 6-seater, the ones where you can swivel them, so the 2 seats at the back, you can swivel them round. My son would literally loved it the whole way there. He was like, oh my God, I'm going backwards. I was like, yeah. And I took one of the seats out. Honestly, I thought it'd be hard work. One of the easiest things I've ever done. Pulled one cable, then pulled another and just fell straight out. Bit heavy, so I need to start going to the gym again. but pulled it straight out. Honestly, the amount of room in the back, I had a pram in there, I had a week's worth of clothes for me, kids, games, everything fitted all nicely. Had a little table in the back that I folded out, so all the kids had their iPads on it, and honestly, one of the best cars. Also, driving wise, drives brilliantly, really good on fuel. It actually had enough fuel in it as well to get me to Chichester and back, so it's about 2 hours drive for me, which was great as well. So overall, really great car. If you're looking for like a multi-purpose vehicle that fits all your kids in, and you haven't got the money to go away on these, you know, Spain and this, that, the other. I know holidays in England again are pricey now, but you know, English holidays have become more popular, and I've not really done it before in the past. I've mainly gone away on, you know, when it gets to summer, I go to whatever, Spain and this, that, the other. But yeah, honestly, if you're looking for a car that's reliable, good on fuel, practicality as well, great car. We'll show you a few, I'm sure Gordon will show you a few images of it. Yeah, don't get me wrong, not cheap, but it's a 25 plate car with like 200 miles on it, so it is brand new. It's got Apple CarPlay, it's got this, it's got that. What else has it got in it that I really enjoyed? I mean, just like I said, the space, even with all the seats in and all the stuff, honestly, it fitted everything in perfectly. And there's me being an idiot thinking I could fit it all in a BMW X3. Thank God I took that van home, because if I'd taken if I hadn't have taken that multivan home, which I'd fit it on that BMW, we would have been in trouble. I'd have to then go to work, delayed everything, and to grab that van. But yeah, drives lovely as well. Like, you can't feel the gear changes. It's called a multivan, so it basically is a van, but it's got that luxury to it as well, which is really nice. I was just about to pull up to the A21 site, so we can show you the other part exchanges we got in. Like I said, like I said in the last video, a lot of the UK cars are now down here, because obviously to drive them down here, they need to be road legal. Oh, look at that, straight in. Bosh. I know my dad mainly does all the videos on how it's getting on, and like gets involved with all the builders and things like that. But for me, as a fresh eyes down here, I haven't been down here for about a month. Like I said, I go past it every day, but I don't get time to stop because it's a really busy site. But actually, funny enough, when I was driving past yesterday, there was like a road of traffic, and the amount of people that were like just looking over at the building, because they're thinking, what's going on there? Do you know what I mean? Because there's actually something going on after so long. But obviously, as you can tell, now it's got the white paint outside, which has made it look a lot brighter. Scaffolding's up now, waiting for the logos to go on the signage. That's going to look really good, all lit up. As you can,
Painted, haven't they?
yeah. So the big sign, there was a big sign there. We're putting another sign there ourselves, but the poles have been painted now, and even I'll show you out here. These gates, I'm sure, have been had a lick of paint as well. But these poles out here, how much better? That one little things like that make a huge difference. I think that looks really good. Even though the signs say opening Jan 2026, and we're now in April, but the weather, what can you do? But the cars down here now, they're looking really nice, lined up really well. Obviously got rid of all that weeding and the big fence here. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. It actually looks so much bigger, doesn't it?
It's huge.
And the weeding down there as well, that was all cleaned up nicely. I'm sure they're going to do a few more bits. But we're really excited now. I think when you turn it from nothing into something, that's what we're all about at Motor Fuel. You know, my dad started with nothing, one car at home. He started with one car at home and built up from nothing, and that's the way he is. So we like to see, you know, since I started working for my dad in 2009, we've changed showrooms about 3-4 times, and that's due to growth. That's not us running away. Which you might, I know what you think car dealers are like. Yeah, cardboarded up. Yeah, everything's boarded up. But no, it's just because of growth. Literally because of growth. So, you know, we started in when I was 18 in Elmer's End, a place called Elmer's End in Beckenham. We had 30 cars at the time, so me, my brother and my dad. I started cleaning, doing the running around, selling, this, that, and then moved to another site down the road. I can't even remember the reason why, I was so young. Started selling from there, and then we moved to Croydon because it had indoors and all like paint shop and workshop and all that. and then that lasted for about a year, and then we moved into another place in Croydon, and that was us for about 10 years then. So we had our own little workshop. It was all ours as well, which was good. And we weren't saying that was ours. Do you know what I mean? So, and yeah, we worked well out of there. That's where we learned a lot of our trade. We were in London, obviously based, so you're dealing with all them sort of customers, all different people, and all walks of life. And we were there for 10 years, and then obviously East Sussex came up, and we couldn't say no. And now we're taking over East Sussex. Right. Looks like he's hard at work, doing a gutter or something. All I know is how to sell cars. I don't have a clue about any of this.
Construction.
Yeah, construction. I could get hammers or something, that's about it. Oh, we're painting the outside black. Yeah, they're gonna look really good. These look a lot better open, don't they?
Yeah.
Is this like a... Oh, okay, so it's a shutter. Oh, and the paint booth's gone.
Where's it gone?
Don't know.
And there's even more offices behind there.
Yeah, someone's chilled the paint booth. How have they done that? Yeah, look, this is crazy big, isn't it? I don't think like people understand how big this place is. It doesn't look that big from the outside, but there's remnants of the paint booth. That's all that's left. Let's go in the actual office. This is looking really, look at that. Furniture as well. Whoa. Yeah, this is looking good. Really, really good. We've got enough radiators in here. They better turn them off. They leave radiators on all the time. No, mate, honestly, what a transformation. That is crazy.
That's so good.
Yeah, and now obviously this is getting all painted black now. Nice little lick of paint. What a lick of paint does is actually nuts, isn't it? Changes it completely. But you need to hire more sales execs. That is one thing. Every time I come down here or go past, I think we have 4 sales execs for both places at the minute. Really want to get it up to around 6 or 7. So 6, 7. No, I shouldn't be saying that. If my stepdaughter sees this, yeah, she's gonna be like, ick.
That's making the cut.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, ick. Should we see if anything's changed in here? Yeah, let's have a little butch. Oh, this is all carpeted as well. Mate, I don't think we should be stepping in there just yet. Do you?
Too scared to.
No, I'm too scared.
Don't want to leave
Yeah,
footprints.
I'll get fired. No, looking really good though. Really excited. And now the weather's changing. Perfect time. Perfect time. That's it. So let's get a lick of paint on the outside. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Fancy seeing you here.
How you doing? What do you think?
Really good. Have you seen the paint booth's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you been in there?
Yeah. Size.
Looks absolutely massive.
I know. Huge.
And the bollards, is that the colour they're going to be now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. Have you the furniture's in there as well?
Yeah, you see the furniture?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it looks good. See the toilet?
Can you step in here, Dad, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
We were too worried.
The toilet looks really good, doesn't it, now, compared to what it was?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, really good.
Dryer's gone in.
Crazy.
Usable, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Oh, God.
You were good.
So usable now, isn't it? When you look at the doors.
They've got so many toilets in here.
It looks so much better.
That's for the BCA drivers.
Most of it's alright. The desks are fine. The sofa's fine. These are fine. These need to go.
They look very doctory, schooly.
Yeah, but
They're so
remember,
low.
he's dropping another 22 chairs, more desks.
Oh,
Wait, who's
I fell in.
Dave. And he's just going to, he said,
Oh, really?
use what you want, don't use what you don't want. Go get what you don't want.
Wait, hang on. So he's dropping more stuff here?
Yeah. Loads of stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, it's all free, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't knock it if it's free. The
Saves us.
sofa's not bad, is it?
Yeah, the sofa's fine.
Good, you can sleep here.
Living on site.
There you go.
These
Look.
chairs will clean up.
All you need is a blanket.
The
And a
desk.
telly.
Yeah. Well, that's pushing the boat up. I thought you said Teddy. I was like, Are they going to paint that back wall as well? You know when you drive past, you can see the... What the... There's coconuts in there. But no, this is what I'm talking about, this bit. So obviously when you drive past from that way, you see this.
Hi guys, welcome back to MotorFew. So let's have a workshop update, see what's going on. So first of all, Mercedes-Benz 8250E. It's a 2024, 2025, done minimum mileage. That's sold, number plates are coming off. It's gonna have 2024 plate that's going out Saturday. We sold that reasonable because I'm clearing stock. Sold that for about 24 grand-ish, something like that. Ford Cougar, I didn't know what was wrong with that, but that had a new head. The head went on it. So that's been put back together now. You can see out here, camshafts, head, whatever, that's being done. ST line, that's a warranty job. Honda Step Wagon, Aruna's just doing the reverse camera, the new stereo in it. So that's having Apple CarPlay. You can see the amount of work that goes into it. This is for a reverse camera, Apple CarPlay. It's not easy. X1 sold, was an import. Had a water pump go on it. So we're just doing the water pump. That'll be ready today, just bleeding that out. That's been fitted, all done. CLA estate, that is having dash change. So we're changing the dash on this. And a service PDI. This unusual colour. It's like a dark chocolate brown, isn't it? Panoramic roof. We find in Japan, when they come over, seem to suffer with the panoramic roof. I don't know, it's because it's so hot over there, I'm not sure. That's a caddy we sold, that's back in for an airbag light, warranty job. We're just sorting that out. What a clean little caddy. Sold it too cheap, 6 grand. That's an import. It drove off the boat and then the gearbox stopped selecting, so we're just basically programming the module on it. It's having a new module for the gearbox that's being programmed. Hybrid Yaris, we're just waiting for this to be registered. This was a nightmare with a dash because they're locked to Japan, so it's a bit of a nightmare. This is what I wanted to show you. It's a this is going out today. It's a Jimny. It's quite a special little car. It's got the side panels that you basically put your shovel and your fork and your utensils on here, like you strap them in. But this is expensive. It's like 600-700 quid. But this car is so nice. It's got like little plates there. It's not a Jeep. JB74W is a model, obviously. It's got a nice set of wheels on it, which is standard. It's got a different grille, Defender grille on it. It's got a roof rack on it. And this is, we think we can do all this. We've got it here, actually. It's got another little mounting plate so you can get up on it and climb up and put stuff in. But you can probably reach it anyway. And I'm not that tall. I think I'm about 6'3".
6'3".
More like 5'3". But the guy who's bought this is actually a hunter. He hunts deer and stuff like that. It's not my cup of tea, not what I would do, but you know, each to their own. It's even got all these kick plates here, which is really nice for loading. It's really nicely done, this. I bought it like this, but when it went for its IVA, it had to have, all stripped off. So everything, oh, look at that, 48 years. Why bother? You'd wait the 2 more years and go...
Get 50.
Exactly. But that's a really nice little car, little back ladder on it, but that's got pretty much everything on it, that car. It's really Stunning, but it's going out today. He's waited about a month for this. I think it's about 28 grand or something like that. Inside, it's got a little Jimny plate, so you can put whatever you want on there. Cup holder, that's an option where he put that on. It's got, just to let you, remind you, it's 4x4, just in case you forget. It's got, I don't know what that is, a little, you can do so much with these cars, you know what I mean? And it's auto. It's got another little cup holder there, another little cup holder. Maybe this guy in Japan just drank a lot of coffee. It's, you know, I'm not sure, but it is, this is all extra. The Jimny kick plates, all that, carbon fibre. I don't think it's real carbon fibre at all. But it is a really, really nice thing. And he's picking it up today, so I'm sure he's happy with it. We're running out of Jimnys quite rapidly. I need to get some, but I have got 32 Jeep Wranglers coming, 3-door, 5-door. I've got 35 Porsches coming. We're just waiting for the new load. If you look down there, it's empty. We had to clear up on Easter bank holiday because it was quiet here and we were open. I thought we would basically clear everything and just make it really nice. So look at that room there, it's so tidy, isn't it? The lads are out delivering cars and picking up cars and we're prepping, just getting ready. All this line is all sold, so waiting for that lot to go out so I can get some money in. But we've got so many cars coming in. We're clearing that bloody container next week. New skip, clear the container. Let's have a little wander, see what's going on. This is Death Row, so Death Row is still there, it's never going to change. We're just waiting, we've got all the bits for this, so we're going to get this in, get all the bits done, get it MOT'd and get it in the auction. I've had this car 2.5 years, but I'm clearing up all my crap. All the crap that I've had. Never buy an I-Pace. Had a customer come in the other day who said didn't want it. It's just headache. There's a line of the VW ups. Now, in a petrol crisis, you'd think these will all be sold. Automatic, 1 litre, great little car. There's tons of them. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. This is called an Orange Up. Sounds like a Fanta drink or something, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Like 7 Up.
Yeah, exactly. A cool little car in auto, isn't it? 10,000 kilometres. So what's that? 6,000 miles, something like that? CLS 6053, waiting for the customer to pick that up. A few Volvos bridging the gap to the Jimnys. We're running out of Jimnys. I think we've got 20 left, something like that. That's the last Wrangler we got left. I think it hasn't sold because it's quite plain. It's not got all the... it's a lovely, lovely car. It's clean, 3.6 auto, but white isn't the most popular colour in Jimnys, unfortunately. But look how clean it is. It's lovely. Convertible, get the roof off, get the back bit off. Stunning car. Mate, it's mint condition, isn't it? Might drive it myself.
Yeah, down to the beach.
Yeah, exactly. The rolls, we've not had anything on the rolls, so no one's been in on the rolls. But you know what, it'll pick up. We've sold quite a few, but we're waiting for a shipment. The shipments are taking slightly longer. I don't know why, but I just paid for 71. And we got 360 in total coming. So there's a lot of cars. I've got 1 car left on BCA. It's a RS6, that's the last car left on BCA, and then I'm debt free and skint. So join us again, like and subscribe, please do. Apparently 70% of you don't subscribe who watch it, so please subscribe. We're on nearly 80,000 subscribers. I want that plaque 100,000, so the person who clicks the 100,000, I don't know if you can tell who does that.
You might be able to.
Listen.
Give them a free car or something.
Yeah, I've got a couple of toy cars in there. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Motor For You. What I wanted to talk to you just for a couple of minutes about was reviews. Now everyone says we live and die on reviews. Being a high turnover operator, we've got over 1,500 reviews. Now our rating is 4.5, which is really good for a supermarket. But in particular, I wanted to talk about a couple of reviews we got recently and why you can't get it right all the time. got a customer here, and what I will say is both the customers have tried to hold us to ransom on, I'm going to write a bad review if you don't do this, I'm going to write a bad review if you don't do that. I refuse to be held to ransom over reviews. I just won't let it happen. If you want to write a review and it's honest, then I'm fine with it. But if you want to write a review that's a lie, there isn't a directive. You can object to it and you can ask for it to be looked at. But Google reviewers who sit behind a desk, I don't think they actually get it in the car game, what it's all about. If it's honest, I'll take it on the chin, and that's fair enough. We all make mistakes. But if we all to write reviews on every single thing we've done, no one would do any business and everyone worked from it. So let's take two in particular. One is a fella called Ian Dolwyn. Now, Ian bought a Mercedes EQS from us about 4 months ago, something like that. Now, it's an expensive car. It was 40,000, something like that. Now, what happened was we were taking his car in part exchange, an S-Class, and it had a private number plate on the S-Class. He was buying the EQS, but the EQS had a charging fault with it. So we took it to Mercedes-Benz. It occurred after he put the deposit. We put it in for the pre-delivery inspection, and it came up on that. So we rang Ian, we said, look, it's got a charging fault. We can't get it into Mercedes at the moment. It's going to take 10 days to get it into Mercedes. He said, yeah, I'm fine with that. But he'd already signed the finance paperwork. And we said, look, your credit isn't great. If we unwind it, there's a chance you won't get it again. And he said, no, it's fine. I said, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will compensate you. The time that the car is not with you, we will pay the finance fees. He said, yeah, I'm fine with that. So we put it into Mercedes-Benz. It got fixed. It took 3.5 weeks for it to get fixed. And in that time, we paid a whole month's finance on the EQS for him, which was about £400. Now, he took delivery of the car, and we done the paperwork for him to remove his private plate off of his old S-Class onto his EQS. When the paperwork came back to him, he then somehow put the plate back on his old car. And we don't know why he done that. So he rang in here last week, spoke to Taj. Taj said, look, this is your mistake. You've put the old plate back on your old car. And he said, no, I haven't. And Taj was trying to explain to him, but you can't talk to him. He just wanted to argue. Then he wanted compensation. And we said, what do you want compensation for? We've already given you compensation for the time the car was in Mercedes-Benz being fixed. He said, because messing around with the number plate. I said, Taj said, well, you've done that. So anyway, he rang yesterday. He spoke to Omar because he thought he could get one over on Omar. And he said to Omar, because Omar was the one that agreed, he's my son, he was the one that agreed to give the month's compensation for the repair, which is fair. And he said, I want compensation. And I said, for what? It's your problem. It's your mistake. You've put the private plate back on the car. And he said, right, if I don't get compensation, I'm going to write a review. So we're not going to have that. So he's written a review saying that we should be avoided at all costs. But the mistakes these people are happening now, we're a good company, we're a family company. If he has an issue with his car, ring us and speak to us. Now he's shot himself in the foot. He has an issue with the car, he can't ring us. And we're going to have our backup to help him. So that's one of the reviews, and I've reported it because he's mentioned Omar specifically, and it'll get removed. Now let's move on to, let me go past all these 5 stars. Jesus, it's going to take hours. Now this is an interesting one. Nick Burnett. Now, I've got to call him out by name because he's hilarious. This guy came in about 4 months ago and bought one of our first imports, a Nissan Elgrand. Bought it, came in, said, look, I want the stereo change. I said, yeah, no problem, we'll do a stereo change for you. Blah, blah, blah. But he was desperate because his car had blown up. He needed a car. His finance was with First Response Finance, which shows you his credit was through the floor. Anyway, he bought the car, took it away. A day later, he's emailed, this car doesn't work, it's not fit for purpose, blah, blah, blah. Been in the motor trade over 30 years. I don't know how. He's got a YouTube channel does motorbikes, something, and all the rest of it. He was very aggressive. So we said, look, we'll speak to First Response Finance, see what they've got to say. So we spoke to First Response. They said, look, we're going to send out an independent engineer. He made it so awkward for the engineer to go and view the car. It took 2 weeks for him to go and view the car. Now, I don't know what the guy is doing in the car in these 2 weeks. So we thought we'd do it the correct manner, get first response, beautiful. First response engineer, independent engineer, went out to the car, said there's nothing wrong with it, absolutely nothing. But we said we would take the car back because we just did. The prices we sell our cars at, why would you want to leave someone in a car that they don't want? They're only going to wreck it. So we said, look, we'll have the car back no matter what. I just couldn't be bothered at all. Anyway, the back was forward, he was texting, emailing, and he kept changing his mind. I don't know if, there was an issue with him or something, but he kept saying, right, I want it fixed. I want the stereo fixed. And we said, yeah, not a problem, drop it back in. He wouldn't drop it back in. And it kept going on and on and on. And I didn't think, is this guy keeping the car or he's taking it back? He's keeping the car, taking it back. Anyway, it went on for months. He issued a county court against us, which we said, look, we haven't got a problem with that, but we just want the car back. And when he realised that once we'd offered to buy the car back, he will lose in court anyway. So basically, it took 3 months for first response to get the car back. Backwards and forwards with their repossession team, their transport, everything else. He kept being awkward with it. Anyway, we got the car back last week. It's back up for sale because there's nothing wrong with it. And it just shows you that this compensation culture that we're in is that you can have the car, drive it for a couple of months and then decide you don't want it and argue a toss as much as you want. And that's been the worst 2 reviews we've had. He's being really nasty about myself. Not once did we get a phone call. We tried bringing him, he wouldn't pick up because he was embarrassed. Immediately found serious issues. I mean, I can show you the first response report from the independent engineer. There's no issues. Basically doing anything and everything that could drag it out and make the process as difficult and drawn out as possible. I think the man has no morals and should be ashamed. Some of his staff and ex-staff couldn't even stand him because of his actions. I don't know if he's worked here. Seriously, do your research. Anyway, first response took pity on us and gave us 1,200 quid compensation, which was quite nice, just for all the hassle. And they said they couldn't believe that people can carry on like this. The man and his family are con artists, gone bust before. When was that? We turned over 30 million last year for behaving similarly, and we'll do again. Do not believe a word that comes. I mean, 1,516 reviews, and I've got a couple of bad ones. You don't get it right all the time, and where you're dealing with retail customers, you're dealing with their situations as well. So we don't know what situation he's in financially, or the car was a 2.5 engine, so I don't know if that was an issue. But I can show you around the car. It's mint. It's clean condition. It drives lovely. There was no issues with the car. It's back up for sale. It's 10,990, so come and buy it. Lying about the vehicle preparation, misrepresenting finance details to their own benefit. Now, first response ring the customer and go through it themselves. We don't do that. When we do an application's first response, they ring the customer and qualify them because a lot of them are on benefits and that, which is nothing wrong with that. They're a great provider for people who haven't got good credit rating and things like that, but he's burnt his bridges with them now. So he can't finance with them, and there's no other lender in the UK. So, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather him pick up the phone and speak to me and say to me, listen, Sheikh, blah, 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 this is what I find bad, blah, 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 and we'll do our best to sort it out. But that's what I wanted to talk about. And people, will always say, oh, you've got some bad reviews, but we've got millions of good ones. So, judge us for who we are. Come and judge for yourself. But I wanted to go through that because, personally speaking, I don't think it's fair. And when we report it and we say, we don't report all of them because some of them are fair, some of them are honest. We don't make these cars. We buy them and sell them. We prep them as highly as we can, which you've seen. We don't make these cars. Some of them manufacturing faults. Look at Jaguar Land Rover. You can't fix some of this stuff. Do you know what I mean? I spent over 40 grand on diagnostics machines to tell me what's wrong with these cars. I've even got a live online support with manufacturers. So if I find a fault, I can get the code, send it to the manufacturer. The manufacturer will then send me back what they think is wrong with that car. Even then, it's fortunes. We spend maybe 300,000 a year on wages for our technicians. We've got 6 technicians. And, we can't do much better than what we can. And if that all fails, then we'll buy the car back. You know, I try my best, and I used to take it personally. I don't anymore. But I will not be held to ransom over a bad review for something I believe in. I'm right. Do you know what I mean? I won't do it. So, if anything, listen, you've got to, when you're on social media like we are, you've got to have a thick skin. You can't take the comments on. You can't. You're going to get good comments. You're going to get bad comments. That's just life. But if you want to be in the eye of the storm, then you've got to deal with it in the way you deal with it. It doesn't bother me at all. I laugh about it. The other day, about 6 months ago, I'd done a TikTok on my wife's car, and I was wearing some jeans, and they were tight jeans because I got skinny legs. I got chicken legs, and some bloke said, "In my suggestion, I'd stop wearing your wife's jeans." I thought it was quite funny, to be honest. I did throw away the jeans, but I thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean? Because my wife's quite skinny as well. So, well, I'm not skinny, but my wife is. But anyway, that concludes that. And take from it what you will. But I am a straight up and honest guy. So I find it quite funny. But I think when people get nasty, it's not very nice. And we are a family company. So, you know, have a look at our reviews, see what you guys think. And yeah, that's why I thought I'd do a little skit on the reviews. So thank you very much.
It's Gold, episode 2, after the return. Mate, it's been really sunny, isn't it? 26 degrees yesterday, 20 degrees today. And this, where we are situated, it's actually called Sunnybank Garage. So it's like literally like in the lovely area of East Sussex, so like the Garden, is it, are we Kent? We are Kent, aren't we? The Garden of England, that's it. That's what I'm trying to get to. So if you actually do come down and visit, it's actually a really nice place to visit. But again, another week of great part exchanges. We're getting a lot of part exchanges on Japanese imports now, but obviously these are UK cars. First one, GLC Urban. So it's an Urban edition. That comes standard with the night package. So black accents in the grille. It is already black, the car, so if this was white, you'd then see the contrast mirrors. These are black, and you also get standard the 20-inch Urban alloys, which are really nice looking. Comes with reverse camera and things like that. That is actually the cheapest GLC Urban edition in the country. Well, on Auto Trader nationwide. That is 15,990. It's a 68 plate. I think it's roughly done around 65,000 miles, roughly. Had a bit of interest in it already. Like I said, it is the best value on the market, and I personally think black, for me, is the best colour, black on black. The gentleman actually bought a 2013 5 Series, so he downgraded a bit, I guess, but the 5 Series is a really nice car. Really, really clean for a 2013. But these come standard with reverse camera. They come with artificial leather, but it pretty much is sort of leather, sat nav, all them sorts of bits. But these are coming down to really good value now. I remember selling these Urbans for over £20,000, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, no, you're around the mid now, they're becoming value. So yeah, that's the first one. Oh yeah, so the M Class, we've had loads of interest in that. I feel like with the old Mercedes MLs, they still look quite modern for an older vehicle. So this one's well, we'll show you in a minute, but and there's a little bit of a story to this one. Not a bad one, a good one. We don't like story cars around here. We like clean cut, ready to go. We're actually waiting at the minute for another 300. We've got 300 Japanese imports from now till the end of June coming. That's nuts, isn't it? Chaos. Crazy, yeah. You're going to go back to doing pictures and videos, I think. But yeah, I think in the last video, most of the part exchanges have sold now. So there is the ML. So yeah, that was the one in our last video. That's now sold. I told you I wouldn't stick around. That was a really good spec CHR. He's picking that up later today. He's part exchanging a Prius Plus as well. So we'll show you that in the next video. Mercedes ML. I actually sold this car in 2019. to the gentleman called John. Really, really, really nice guy. Had it for 7 years. He then obviously traded it in. What did he buy? I'm sure it was a Mercedes. Yeah, he bought a Mercedes A-Class saloon. Yeah. So yeah, actually he went from a SUV to another Mercedes. He obviously loves his Mercedes and it was black, but to an A-Class saloon. Don't know why, maybe his family's got a bit smaller since the last time he bought this. So yeah, we sold it to him in 2019. It's black on black wheels. I haven't actually checked the interior on this. This car, look how clean that is. For a black 2014 car, I think it's done 100 and so thousand miles. Again, I checked the price on this. Cheapest nationally, ML, for 2014. And with that mileage and the way it looks. It's got the running boards. It's got the white lightish leather, but I mean, have a look. I don't know if we've got the key. There we go, it comes prepared. But have a look inside there. For a 2014 car it's got 133,000 miles on it. I mean, Mercs are pretty good for it, as long as you just sort of look after them. But that is a nice, clean car. And that was 7,990. That was the cheapest ML. I don't like saying cheapest, but the best value
Most cost
ML.
effective.
Yeah, best value ML nationwide in the country for that spec, that year, that mileage. No wonder we're getting call after call after call on that. Nice car, and I know the provenance of the car. Like I said, the last owner had it for 7 years. So, yeah, it's not like it's had loads and loads of owners and switched all the time. So this one, we were umming and ahhing whether to retail it or auction it. It fitted our brackets for a retail car. So it's under 10. It's 10 years old, under 10 years old, under 100,000 miles. So it's literally on the barrier of retailability for us. So it's actually 10 years old on the nose, and it's done about 97,000 miles. So this one we were a bit like, is it worth retailing, is it not? But as you can see, it's a nice newer shape Ford Focus. It's got a sunroof. It's got a slight bit of damage on it, which I'll show you around here, which we are going to do. So nothing major, just a few dents and stuff. Maybe a new door, maybe get a dent man on it, we're not sure. But this car's 3,990 retail. Nice colour, nice spec. It's actually got full leather as well. This car brand new, probably wasn't cheap with that spec, and it's got a little screen in it, digital climate control. Nice little car. Manual, multifunctional leather steering wheel, alloys on it, privacy. See, that car brand new, probably wasn't that cheap. Metallic paint as well, there's a nice little sparkle in the paint. But that one's 3,990, we decided to sell that. It was retailable for us. We were on like the edge, we were like, Dad was saying retail it, I was saying auction it. So the thing is, as soon as you say we're going to retail it, you then have to start doing the work. You then have to start doing the doors. You then have to start doing the dents and things like that. So, but yeah, no, I mean, there's enough margin in it to retail it. Hopefully it won't give us many issues. Shouldn't do once it goes through the prep and we freshly MOT it and service it and all that. And then, this car is now sold. It sold yesterday. It was a Part X from the last video. It's now out of the paint shop. As you can tell, the grille's now been replaced or repaired. Bonnet has now been painted. Mickey's done a really, really good job of that. Looks like it needs a bit of a clean and stuff, but yeah, 6,990. That is now sold. The guy buying it's only 17. Yeah, I forget that you can actually drive at 17. Yeah. I passed at 17, I think, but I forget. And he's got an older Mini to part exchange. And I'll show you. That's if he does part exchange. He might not, but he's got an older Mini. It's going to be something we auction. I think it's an 06 plate or something. So yeah. So there is more cars to show you, but there are A21 site. So hopefully Gauls can do a nice little edit of us like swooshing and we're suddenly there. Yeah, like what's it called? Like, was it Star Wars? It's like bang. Like that,
like when you
light speed.
Character in GTA,
yeah, maybe I should just stop like this and just like suddenly I'm there. But yeah, hopefully Gauls will do that. We'll be straight there. So first one, Skoda Fabia, 70 plate. Really nice colour actually, nice blue. the gentleman part exchanged it for a Suzuki Jimny, one of the first ones we actually ever bought. He had to wait a while though, because obviously we were learning the process as much as anyone. But yeah, I think this was his grandmother's car or something, because it's really low mileage. It's only done 12,000 miles, 70 plate. Obviously Skoda's owned by Volkswagen, so you get that sort of refinement and that reliability. It's a 5-door as well, so really practical. It's manual, it's petrol. That's 10,490, 10,490. I don't reckon that will stick around long. Nice little car. For someone that, you know, it's not, obviously £10,000 is a lot of money to anyone. But when you actually look at the value you get and the use you'll get out of that with not many issues, that's a good buy, that.
Is that the one with the sunroof as well?
Has it got a sunroof? No.
Yeah. Oh, it's got like, it's, what's the word?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell? I need to know my stock a bit better. No, do you know what it is? I've been training the salespeople, that's why. So I haven't actually been like, yeah. But actually, nah. Gorge is right. It's got a full panoramic glass roof. You do not see that. So, yeah, lovely. And that's literally the whole roof as well, isn't it? It's not like half or nothing.
Massive,
yeah, that's nice. So we might put it up in price now. The price may change by the time this video comes out. It may go up. One thing I was going to say about the part exchange as well is that a lot of people think that their part exchange is only worth what trade value is. We actually, because we've been in the business so long, we sometimes give way more than trade value, or by looking at, you know, desirability, spec. We understand the car more than a lot of dealers out there. We don't just go by what it tells us on the screen. Yeah, we go by that, but you also take into consideration a lot more. So, you know, if you are looking to part exchange your car, you probably could get, I'm not saying you will get more, but we always look at trying to get the best deal for you and us. So we take every lead differently. We look into every part exchange differently. We take into consideration specification. It's also not just part exchange, this is buying as well. So if you're ever interested in selling your cars, but we've got 30 years of experience with it, you know. So we're not just your, you know, go on a system, no, that's what it's worth, that's it. We look at everything. And also, it's also down to like local, you know, localness. So like with the Fiat 500s, this is the next one I was going to show you anyway. But this Mark Lilly, our site now used to be owned by a gentleman called Mark Lilly. He was known for Fiat 500. So for some reason, we do really, really well with Fiat 500. So it's all about like the cars in your local area and how well they do and things like that. So we take that all in consideration. So before you ring us, don't think, oh, what I'm going to do is going to get trade value for my car. You may get more. Sometimes it's down to what car you're buying, for example. So that Skoda right there I was just speaking to you about, he bought a Jimny. We gave him a bit more than trade. I think that car trades at 8 grand, 8.5. We've given him more than that. So yeah, you never know. But this one, Fiat 500, again, part exchange, lovely, lovely grey colour. It's 120th edition, anniversary edition, so they do a few little tweaks to it. It's a convertible, it's manual, it's only done 35,000 miles, got a really nice little Fiat 120th on it. Nice set of alloys, same sort of colour as the car as well. Really, really nice colour, that. I think it's like a sort of, it's not a Nardo grey, it's a bit darker than that, isn't it? But for 8990 with 35,000 miles on it, is it open? And it's open. There you go. Electric mirrors, multifunctional leather steering wheel. Got the newer screen in it, because obviously it's 2019. Air conditioning, half leather, with a nice little red 500 sign on there. Nice little style of seats. I like this. Yeah, this one's 8990, so I don't think this one's going to stick around for too long. Like I said, with all our cars, we price to sell them, but with the part exchanges, we're really picky with them. So we usually take in the ones that are going to be pretty much sold within the sort of first week, because we do price them really aggressively as well. So again, another Fiat 500. This is the right car. Black on black, 20 plate. It's a lounge edition, so it comes with a panoramic roof. Nice set of alloys on it as well. This one's 6990. It's only ever had 2 owners. It's done 55,000 miles. It's a mild hybrid, so really, really good on fuel. But if you're going to buy one, you know, it's black is the most desirable. Being a lounge, it's obviously coming with a panoramic roof. That's really desirable. It's not open, unfortunately. What else? We've got park distance as well. Park distance. So if you struggle to park, they're there for you. You've got the beepers, but yeah, the right car. That won't stick around at 5990. She 6990. 6990. She bought a MG ZS electric off of us. She wanted to go for the electric, so yeah, part exchange that. I don't know if it's something to do with the fuel at the minute. A lot of people are sort of inquiring on the EVs at the minute because obviously the fuel prices, people get fed up with it. See, with me, I just drive electric every day, so I don't even go to the petrol station. So, you know, fuel prices don't really, it makes a difference in the economy in the world, but to me personally, I don't actually put it in and pay for it. So that's a good thing. So if you're looking for an EV, we've got loads of EVs in stock still. If you can't be bothered with fuel prices anymore, petrol stations and things like that, it might be worth you looking at EVs. Last but not least, bro, this car is not on dealer portal. We've got drama. Live drama. This car is not advertised when I thought it was. Hang on. Cool. Last but not least, Mercedes B-Class, left the best to last. Really, really good value now. Really great family car. It's a sport edition, so it comes with a little bit of a different kit on it. Alloys as well. It's an automatic B180 petrol, 2019, done around 73,000 miles. That's up for 10,990 again. Mercedes known for this reliability. It's ULEZ compliant as well. 5 doors, not open unfortunately, but with Mercedes you do get pretty much good standard spec. Again, going to be a popular car, going to be a good seller. Cool, so as we're arriving back from the other site, filming Part X Gold, the BCA drivers parked outside ready to take our Part X's that we didn't retail, that we're actually going to auction. So this Mercedes ML, a bit of a boomerang car to be honest. It needed this is before we sort of thought about auctioning and we actually retailed every part exchange.
Yeah.
So we retailed every part exchange. We've now stopped that about 6 months ago or a year ago. We're now very picky with them, what we do with them. But again, this is a very retailable car. Don't get me wrong, it needed a lot of work when it first came in. But we had the margin in it to do it, so we thought, why not?
Yeah.
But the problem is once you start one thing, another thing happens, and it becomes just a slippery slope. So, yeah, this one.
You got to remember, people are part exchanging for a reason.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, we're pretty good. Like I said, we've had a lot of experience in this business, so we know what to look out for and things.
Yeah.
With this particular car, we thought it was fixable. We had enough margin in it. But it's like polishing a turd sometimes, you know. It's like you can throw money at it, but how much do you throw at it until you make it a brand new car, you know? So yeah, this one unfortunately going auction.
No, what happened was customer bought it, said it had an oil leak, had a major quote from a garage. We bought it back, sorted the oil leak, and sold him another car. Didn't we?
Yeah, so he was a really nice guy. He bought he originally bought this obviously, and then he bought an Outlander off of us because he actually really liked us and the way we worked.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was just a car.
That's it.
That's it.
Crack on, mate. This is your BCA driver.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Loads.
So yeah, nice car. You'll see that in the auction. So I'm sure
Wherever
if you're happy bidding, it'll be in BCA. This one.
This is really low mileage.
Is this a 530i?
530i, all 4 plate, full leather, classic as they come.
This is one of Dad's. He fell in love with the car.
Because I'm old school.
I don't know why. I actually do love this shape because when I first started working for Dad,
mate, this is a nice car.
I had if anyone knows their cars, I had a 525i, carbon black, 5 Series M Sport with the Spider alloys. And I thought I was a bee's knees in it. Honestly, I loved the car. Yeah, I loved it.
Anyway, I had this deal with this geezer, older fella, and he said, "Oh, I want £2.5 for it. I'm not going to have a deal." And then I said, "I have a deal," and I thought we'd get £4 for it, but obviously we haven't ended up doing that. We've ended up doing loads of work to it, putting MOT on it, and now we're going to auction. But listen to it, she's sweet as a nut, mate. That straight 6BM lump is incredible.
I do love them. That era of cars, I do love. Yeah, they were like built. I know it's going auction now, but they were built right. Do you know what I mean? Like
this, we took in part exchange, and this we were going to use as a spare tow car. And the guy had it for years, drove beautifully, and it's developed an oil leak. So it's going auction because I don't want to get involved with it. But it's a really clean
we weren't
truck.
actually going to retail this. We were going to actually use it as a spare delivery car because these are quite reliable, well known for their reliability.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything major, but for someone who's going to...
The problem is with us is we're so busy in our workshop to take up an hour's time, of just a minimum of an hour's time, just to look at a car, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just not.
If you think this is... We're going to get back £3 for this, it's worth 5 or 6. If we stick it in a workshop, that's £1,000 before you even start, and then you end up just having a couple of grand once you pay the VAT.
And then obviously you've got a warranty.
Quid. Yeah, it ain't worth it. And then it might come back. I can't be bothered. This is another...
This was another mistake. This was my mistake. Again, thought it was probably retailable. Wasn't. The thing is, the car itself actually looks pretty okay, but that's the thing with these cars. They might look okay, they might start okay, they might run okay, but until you actually get it in the workshop, you never know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Again, it's an 08 plate, so what is it, nearly 20 years old now?
Yeah.
Is it a 3 litre?
3 litre, but do you know, it's a really nice car.
Yeah.
But...
Do you know what's funny, right?
It's smoking like a chimney.
15 years ago, that would have been our prime stock.
Mate,
we would have been offered all these and we would have bought them all.
That smoke's killing me.
Yeah, I know.
Smoke's like a bastard.
If you ever been to BCA and been in a halls buying, that is the smell.
Yeah, you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah, you're going to kill yourself, but you might buy a few. So
this stands for a reason why it's going to auction. It's just an 02 plate CRV, drives really well. It's just an old
Is
basically.
it older retail this all day long?
1995.
Look at that.
But we're
got
trying
nice set of tyres on it.
We're trying to be tidy because it's just the grief involved with dealing with this crap. Do you know what I mean? It just keeps coming back like a boomerang. So we haven't got the time, we haven't got the energy. I'd rather lose the money.
Like I said, we've got 300 imports arriving from now to the end of June. So you've got to think we've got to MOT all those, check them all over, order, change miles KMH to MPH. Then you've got Apple CarPlay screens, and then you've got this, and that's not even considering if they do have issues, which ultimately...
Actually, there's more cars up there going to auction. Here, come with me, I'll show you.
I'll be honest here, some of these cars up here, I'm actually looking at them thinking, I've not even seen that car. We've had that car for so long, I didn't even know we still had it.
You got to get tidy sometimes, and you got to lose some money. That's just life.
We used to be like, let's hold on to it, let's try and fix it.
Well, being fair, we probably used to make 100 grand a month out of part X's, but used to get 100 grand's worth of problems.
That's the thing, it sounds like good money, but
this is my mate's car, and he's the worst car dealer in the UK, so he's useless. We call him Dudo because he does dough, so that's why. This little beauty...
You might be able to buy and sell a car, but running a business is a whole different
This little
fish.
beauty is the star of the show.
Again, I was like, is this borderline retailable?
It's borderline f***ing that's what it is. Anyway, this old couple, they bought, were they buy Pash? Kia Soul from North London. But it's battered to and it's it drives all right, it's just an old bastard car. It'll probably go on forever and ever, but if I retailed that from here, anyone in 6 months, they can bring it back and I have to do the work on it. So what we're going to make the maximum out of that, £1,000? It's not worth it. If you run a garage that you don't mind the headaches, don't mind the phone calls, you don't mind, patching it up or whatever, but I just can't
but it's
deal with
also
that.
what you're working on as in capital, because 15 years ago, that's something we would sell because...
Yeah, because there was no Consumer Rights Act.
Yeah. But the thing is with the Consumer Rights Act is, even if it's an 08 plate, if you retail that car, they've got rights for 6 months, and that's fair enough. Well, I understand that, but The thing is, you've also got to understand what you've bought.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't, legally you can't.
Like this, for example, that consumer
I
rights,
bought
wasn't
this for £1,000 off a customer. Lovely car. We thought I would just use it as a local tow car. A week after, clutch went. So I put clutch, flywheel, I spent £1,000 on it. So now it's
That's
me
what I'm saying,
£2,000.
it's like throwing-
So that's the problems with these cars. You know,
Here's my multivan.
He's raving about the multivan.
Yeah.
You can easily go £1,000 wrong, can't you? That needs to go. 50 grand of anyone's money if you got it.
Listen, once they see my review, you will buy it. Like I said, I'd have that over a Lamborghini all day long. The practicality,
That's because you've got 3 kids.
and that's it. I've got a load of dustbin lids. And careful, mate, you might die. I shouldn't have said anything.
Run for cover.
That's it.
There's my new smoker, my GR Yaris
Do
with
you know what? The cars are looking really clean down
with
there.
no turbo. Beetle.
You
Can't
guys
go
can
wrong.
see the lineup. Look, MPVs, all here.
Yeah.
Automatic Volkswagen, small little
I
cars.
don't know why. How many of these we sold? 6?
Ups, I'm not sure to
We
be
need
fair.
to sell another 10. With the fuel crisis, 1 litre petrol auto. Come down to Tricky Ricky's.
Ricky's.
Get your VW ups here. I've got everything. I've got orange up, 7 up, whatever up you want. Up your arse, whatever you want.
That's it. Yeah, but what a lot of car though for 6,990.
Yeah.
Look, 5-door, automatic. Look how clean that is. Alloys, privacy, German.
Look, they're going to the Spirit in the Sky.
You're about to lose a load of money. And the
Yeah.
CLS 53 still here.
He's paid for that. He just ain't collected it.
Honestly, that's one of the first imports that turned up. It's still here.
Yeah.
It's paid for. Number plate's on it now. Private number plate.
It's ready to go.
Yeah, so signing off.
Yeah.
Keep watching.
Signing off. Keep
Like,
watching.
subscribe.
Motor View.
That's
Like
it.
and subscribe now. 70% of people don't subscribe to the channel.
Really?
So please subscribe. Like and subscribe, guys. Sell me your car.
Yeah.
Although I won't
Buy
buy
a
it.
car, sell a car.
Yeah.
Subscribe and keep me in a job.
Finance a car.
Yeah, that's it.
Do what you got to do. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to Motor View. So, talking about 1-star reviews, we got one today from a customer from yesterday. Just wanted to talk you through it quickly. What I'm going to do is read out what the customer said, talk you through the scenario, and then explain our side of things. So, let's hear from what he said. Very disappointing experience. I was initially told over the phone that my car would be valued at 10 grand, but when I arrived in person, they suddenly dropped the offer to 8 grand with no clear explanation. Now that I'm going to emphasise, no clear explanation. This felt misleading and like a waste of my time. I also had concerns about the accuracy of the mileage being advertised on some of their vehicles, which made me question how transparent they really are. On top of that, I felt quite uncomfortable while inspecting one of their cars, and there appeared to be a drone hovering nearby watching the area. Whether intentional or not, it added to an already uneasy experience. Overall, I would not recommend this dealership due to inconsistent information, lack of transparency and poor customer experience. Now, what we're going to tell you is what our experience was. This guy rang up on a Toyota CHR. We took it in part exchange. It's a 2019 full spec car, leather, blah, blah, blah. It done 78,000 miles. We put on the advert 73,000 miles. So he was correct. I don't know why it was advertised as 73. Maybe the 3 looked like an 8. But we're not into advertising the wrong mileages on cars. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing because we do a lot of Japanese imports. It's in kilometres and then we have to convert to mileage. But we did explain to him, we do apologise, it was 78,000 and, it's our mistake, which we corrected immediately. If you go on the website, you'll see it's 78,000 miles. When he initially rang up, we have a qualifying sheet, not to waste our time nor theirs. Because he was coming from 3 hours away, we said to him, right, what's your part exchange like? It was a Toyota Prius 19 plate plus. It done 138,000 miles, it was an ex-taxi, and he said to us, it's an 8 out of 10. We always ask him, from 1 to 10, where would you see your car? 1 being scrap, 10 being showroom. He said, it's an 8 out of 10, there's no issues. I said, okay. The lads down there said, yeah, okay. we'd give you 9 because we thought if we got to auction it, we'll get 9 back. We mainly auction a lot of our part exchanges because of the work, which we've talked about costings and prep costs. He stuck at 10 and said, I really want 10. And we said, look, if you think it's an 8 out of 10 and you guarantee that, we will honour the 10 if it's as described, but it is subject to inspection when you arrive. He said, no, that's fine. We did request pictures on our WhatsApp phone, but he didn't send any. Anyway, he turned up yesterday. My son Pasha said to me, Dad, do you want to come and have a look at this car? I went downstairs, and this is a gospel truth. The rear bumper was falling off. It had damage on the rear bumper as well. Both sides, it was black, the car. Both sides needed painting. It had a front bumper indentation. The interior of the car was completely scratched on the hard plastic. The rear boot inside was scratched on both sides. The roof lining was torn. So we didn't even want it. I said to Pash, look, I'll be honest with you, mate, I don't want it. It'd probably make 8 in auction if you want to bid him that. We walked inside, Pasha spoke to him, and the guy said, Pash said, look, he went in to explain it, and the guy said, I just want to know the price. Just tell me the price. And Pasha said, okay, mate, there's no need to be rude. I'm just going to say to you it's 8 grand. And with that, he just held out his hand, took his keys and drove off. And that's why he's left a bad review. Now, he said on there's no clear explanation. We tried to explain, he didn't want to hear it. Also, he said about the drone. I mean, me and Adam were doing a drone outside about what does it cost to run a dealership. Is that right, Adam? Yeah. I mean, we're not going to be watching him.
No.
There was no reason. So the issue is I have replied. I did say, thank you for your feedback. We're sorry to hear that you left feeling disappointed. We'd rather like to clarify a few important parts. Your vehicle was initially discussed over the phone and described as being in very good condition, around 8 out of 10. Based on that description, we agreed a provisional figure of 10 grand, which we made clear was subject to inspection, especially given the vehicle's history as an ex-taxi and its mileage 138,000 miles. Upon arrival, the vehicle unfortunately did not match the description provided. There was significant physical damage, blah, blah, blah. As a result, the valuation was revised accordingly to reflect its actual condition. Now, I personally don't think that warranted a 1-star review. We were very courteous to him. We were very transparent with our car. If he'd come out and our car was damaged, dented, ripped inside, would he have paid that money? No. Our car's about 15 grand. No, maybe 12 grand. But, you know, you have to be honest, and then the transaction's easy. If you lie and say, oh yeah, my car's like brand new, and this is 90% why we send all our part exchanges to auction, because as soon as we put it in the workshop, we discover things that we wouldn't have known. I'm not saying everyone is like that, but a lot of people don't know that there's things wrong with their cars. They don't, you know, they're not mechanics, we're not mechanics. I've got technicians, but that's another review that I think we didn't warrant. And I don't mind having the odd 1-star because it shows honesty. And if it's warranted, fair enough. If I had 5 stars on there and we sell 150 cars a month, it wouldn't be realistic because cars do go wrong. It's how you deal with them. That's what I would say. So that's another one. We have got 1,521 reviews on Google. They are 99%, 100% honest. There are some bad ones, there's some good ones, there's some mediocre ones. And when you're selling 2,000 cars a year, you're not going to get it right every time. It's just life. But remember, people, we don't make these cars. You know, Nissan, Toyota, Land Rover, all these places make these cars. We don't make them. They go wrong. We can only prep them to the maximum we can do. And you've seen the prep in there. It's crazy. So that's review of the week. Hi guys, welcome back to MotorView. Thank you for watching the documentary. Really appreciate it. We did miss last week's one, and by popular demand, we brought it back because I had a few messages from subscribers saying, when's the next documentary coming out? We miss it dearly, really enjoy it, and it's really nice that you guys interact and comment and like, and please subscribe. It really helps us move forward and make these documentaries, and it makes us feel validated for what we do. The return of Part X Gold is here with Pasha. The reviews I went over, and all the day-to-days running of the company. So thank you for watching. We really, really do appreciate it, and we look forward to it like you do. So let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week. Thank you.